Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm super excited to be making this video for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing the Bondi SANDS Everyday Gradual Tanning Milk. Well, I really put it to the test, so I'm saying reviewing, but this is when I'm finally speaking about it because I wanted to make sure it was fully covered from top to bottom. And also, I did something bold for you guys. I followed the directions to a T, which I never do because I've been tanning for so long that I've learned like tricks along the way that I usually incorporate. But I used this product last night as it says on the bottle, and I'll let you know how that was. So keep watching if you want to see that. And also yesterday I received my Ipsy Glam Bag in the mail, so I'm gonna be opening that towards the end of the video. If you don't want to see the tan stuff, you could just fast forward through that and then you'll see the opening of that at the end. So this is the Bondi SANDS Everyday Gradual Tanning Milk. Basically what it says on the bottle is that it's a dual action everyday gradual tanning milk enriched with aloe vera vitamin E for healthy glowing skin. It glides on effortlessly for a long-lasting golden tan every time. So there's a few things that I really want to say about this product early in the video. Is right now I've been tanning for such a long time that like a tanner to me is different than a tanner to somebody who's first starting to tan. And that's what I kind of wanted to gear with this video, is that this is a product that's really good for somebody who's never tanned before, doesn't want something super harsh or anything like that. That's going to be something that they can build up to the color that they prefer, rather than slapping on a tan that after tomorrow there's no going back. Another thing about the product though is it has so many purposes. So for me, I am somebody that tans every weekly, every other week. You know, it really depends on how I keep up with my tan throughout the week or weeks. So I do use the Bondi SANDS Aerated Self-Tanning Foam in Ultra Dark. So this color does have that underneath it. Right now I am not my darkest because I have not built up enough of my tan yet, but this is great to do that because I do like an ultra dark tan. On the bottle itself, it says different instructions than if you were to go to the Bondi SANDS website. On the bottle it says, for an even streak-free tan, ensure your skin is clean and dry prior to application. Step 2, apply Bondi SANDS Everyday Gradual Tanning Milk evenly onto the skin in circular motions. Wait until touch dry before dressing. Easy enough. You put it on like a lotion. And then it says step 3, use daily to ensure a golden tan throughout the year. Wash hands after use. So that is what I tried last night. Basically it's self-explanatory. It says take a shower, completely dry off your skin, make sure it's clean, and then apply the lotion, like lotion, and then wash your hands afterwards and wait until you are dry before dressing. So I did that. I was really worried about that because usually what I do for it is I use a mitt, and this time I didn't because I was always so worried about like the palms of my hand turning orange, because that's a dead giveaway that you're self-tanning. I will say after the application without the mitt and washing my hands afterwards, this is a product that anybody could use. It will not make you a lot darker. Like I said, right now I am not as dark as I usually am because I have not been building this tan. That's what's great about it, is you can decide when your tan is where it needs to be. I use it every other day. It says to use it every day, but I use it every other day throughout my tan to prolong it for one, which is awesome. So if you are an experienced tanner and you're looking for something that you could make yourself just a little bit darker every time you apply it, and it also will prolong your tan, this is going to be a product that's great for you. It does not have any orange undertones when you are using it. It has like more of an olive base, which is great because a lot of the Bondi SANDS products do seem to have an olive based tone. I have a little bit more of a red undertone, so when I have an olive based tanner, it really works well with me because it kind of evens the redness out. So that's one thing that I will say when you look for a tan. If you're more olive toned, sometimes you could get by with a redder toned tanner. If you were more red, you'd prefer probably an olive based tan. That is just something that I've picked up from my personal experience. You could use both either way. You could use a red-based tanner if you are a little bit red tinted, or which is like more warm tones, or you could use a more olive toned, which is a cool tone if you are olive. These tanners nowadays, they are so, the formulas are just so good that if you research a little bit, you could find products that won't give you that tan that everybody is scared of. Self-tanning has done a lot for my skin. It gives me a very healthy, routine. I exfoliate, so I'm gonna get into that at a different point. What I do want to tell you guys is about what it says to do online. So online it says to exfoliate, which it doesn't say on the bottle, so I always exfoliate before I do my Bondi Sands Aero Tan, like the tanning foam. So I am always already exfoliated within the first application. I do not exfoliate every time that I use this product. I lied. Yes, I do. I will exfoliate my elbows just a little bit, or if I am starting to lose tan on my wrists or my hands, because for some reason with the Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark, I do tend to have my hands and my wrists get patchy faster than everything else, or the tan will go away faster. So that's one thing that's really awesome about the product, is that I could actually use it in between my tans to maintain it, prolong my tan, because if I start to have breakage on my wrist, I could exfoliate that breakage and then I could just apply it there and on my hands. That's one thing that is really nice about the tan. I will not say that you exactly have to exfoliate before you use the product. If you have a little bit of buildup, yes, go ahead and just, even if you use a washcloth, this product is so, it's so buildable. It's not something that is like, bam, you're done. You put it on and there's no changing the way that your skin looks. It's not like that. It's gonna be very gradual. As long as you don't, over apply it, you'll be good. And then it says to pump onto hands evenly, apply lightly to elbows, knees, and ankles, wait till touch dry before dressing. So that's not too different. Yeah, just the way that it said to exfoliate before was not something that it did say on the bottle. A lot of people are probably wondering, is it something that you put on and you were tan right away? I do feel like you put it on and you look good because your skin is glowy, you are feeling moisturized, everything like that. So I wouldn't say that it's an instant thing. It probably does develop over time. I usually do it at night or in the morning, so that when I go throughout the day or when I sleep, I wake up and it's like fully developed. So my hands did turn out okay after I applied it how they said to, where you could just pump it on your hands. What I do want to show you guys is how you could apply it with the mitt if you wanted your hands to get just a little bit darker. What I do is I take a moisturizer and I moisturize my hands right before I do it, as well as right after I get out of the shower on all my areas that tend to be a little bit drier. So I'm just going to show you on my arms. And what I am using is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer. It's really great to prolong your tans because it's super hydrating, or it also is great to protect as a barrier when you're applying fake tan so that it doesn't end up overdoing on certain parts. So what I'm going to be using is going to be the Bondi Sands mitt. Like I said, you totally could just apply it on your hands, but sometimes you do want your hands to be a little bit darker. This is somewhat more for the people that will be using it on their existing tan, or if you want to have your hands be a little bit tanner. So basically I just applied it onto the mitt right now, and I'm just going to go in circular motions and apply it everywhere. I am going to be avoiding my elbow at the moment, and then I'm just going to sweep over my elbow, and then I will go to the bottom of my hands, to the top of my hands, and then what that's doing is that is actually just tanning my hands just a little bit because there's not a lot left over on the mitt. You want to make sure you go in between your fingers. Sometimes it's easier to control the application if you use a mitt. So as you can see, my arm is very glowy. I am not built to the tan that I would like to be, so I'm applying another layer of it. So then I'll do my other arm for you. So now I've applied it onto both of my arms. They are feeling very moisturized. The one thing that I'll talk about is the scent of it. It is not my favorite scent in the world, but it does do what it is supposed to do. It's not crazy bad, so it says that it's a cocoa butter scent. It's not crazy bad. It does have kind of like a self-tanner smell, but if you use it and then you want to get dressed, go out throughout your day, that is totally fine. I have done that multiple times. All you have to do is spray on some perfume and nobody will even notice that. I'm just going to apply some lotion to the bottom of my hands because usually and then maybe the tops of my fingertips. So usually what I will do is I will take a paper towel, a wet paper towel or a baby wipe, and I will wipe the bottoms of my hands to clean up here, and then my fingertips as well as my knuckles, just so that I don't end up with super tan hands and then my body is not matching them. This is really great at not affecting that. How I apply it to my back is the same way that I apply my tanning foam. Is I use the applicator, the back applicator. It is really good to help you get every spot. I don't like when I feel like a little bit dry on the top of my back. It's convenient if you have somebody that could do it for you. Just have to make sure they wash their hands afterwards, or you could use that. It's super convenient. Sometimes it wouldn't really bother you if you miss like a small part of your back, but I like to be fully moisturized. That's one thing I will say about this moisturizer is if you use your hands, it is kind of like a watery consistency, so it spreads really evenly. You don't feel like you really have to work hard to spread it out, so that's nice because you feel like you are getting an even tan. After I do finish this video, I am gonna do the rest of my body off of camera, and I'll just be a shade darker tomorrow. Like I said, if you're a first-time tanner, this is probably what I would suggest to use because it's very controllable. You don't have to worry too much about making mistakes. I would just make sure that before you apply it is apply some lotion to your hands and your elbows and a little bit to your knees and your ankles and your feet, and you should be perfectly fine. If you want to help prolong your tan and keep up with it, I also suggest this for experienced tanners because it has made my tans go from lasting 5 days to 10, 13 days. You could probably get up to 14, but I like to really get in there and exfoliate after some time because I feel like it's really helped my skincare routine and it works very well for me. If you want to see more tanning views in the future, you could hop back onto my channel. I'm going to go ahead and start opening my Ipsy Glam Bag now because I feel like I've touched on every part of this product that I wanted to. Oh, and I put back on my bracelet. Okay, so I'm super excited to open this. Actually, first, before I do that, let me make sure I didn't miss anything on the tanner. So actually, there is a lot that I left out on this product. So I picked it up from Walgreens. It was $19. You could get the mitt there too. I think that was only $6. It's nice. You could buy cheaper ones, but they're like $5 anyway. So it's nice to have the Bondi SANDS that you can keep reusing. The one thing that I will say that is a con to this is that it does not tan my face well. It does say that you could use it without having any problems. It does not break me out. That is not the problem. It does not build color on my face. Neither does the Aero Tan though. So I can't really say that it's the products and not my skin. I have only been using one product to keep my face tan for the longest time, but I don't even think it's up to par. So when I do figure out what works, if you have a problem like I do where your face just won't stay tan, I will definitely make a review on that one. I think I hit every point that I wanted to with the self tanner, so we're just gonna hop into our Ipsy Glam Bag for March and start opening it up. I like the packaging. Oh, I hope that I didn't show my address on here. I'll have to look at that. Super cute, I love it. Super excited to start opening it up. Oh, but the zipper's broke. Oh. Ooh, it looks like there's some stuff in here. So this is, I don't know what that is. Clean Beauty recyclable packaging. Oh, it's a blush. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to open it. Oh no. Oh, here we go. So that's the blush. I'll swatch it on my skin to see if it'll even show up though. Oh yeah, it does. If you guys can see. Ooh. Oh wait, this is Eco Fab Fabulous by Camiella. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm not really sure. This is always just like a bunch of surprise stuff. So this is their real magnetic. What? Wait. Wait. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be like magnetic. It's just a really nice mascara by Benefit. So Ipsy is all like good products that you could find in your favorite beauty stores or online. So this is a highlighter. Yay, so excited to try that. It says it's rose quartz. And it is by St. Lux. Ooh, 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 ooh. Super excited to swatch this one. So I'll swatch it here. Ooh, ooh, she is glowy. She is glowy, if you could see that. Wow, wow. Ooh, I might as well just pop that. Anyways, Element Beauty. Ooh, their eyeshadows. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Oh, I need more. I need more hands. It's the swatches. I'm not sure if this is working for you guys, where that helps you be able to see it. And then, ooh, so this is an argan mask, and it's plant-based. I love it. It's by, oh wait, this is a hair mask. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna use this tonight probably. And that's all that was in the bag, but look at this. It says March 2021, Stronger Together. The future is female. You got this. Equality. Love it. And then it just shows you all the products that were in there. So I'll just put this up here so you guys can see. That was super fun. I hope you guys liked my video. If you want to see more, you could just hop back onto my channel. Until next time, YouTube, I'll see you later.